Right, let's go.
Happy New Year! Welcome, stranger. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2022. I'm blessed with 2022. We ended up last year a little bit abruptly, even though we said we're going to close for the year with our last show. But yeah, I know. But a little bit abrupt. Guess what? Because somebody was in Egypt, some other people were on the camp, and we ended up. Oh, look at ID. What a beautiful smile that is.
Oh my
Can
goodness.
somebody
Thank
get
you,
a
Demi.
shot of that photo of ID? Now you're back in Australia, but you're
Yes.
still frozen. But
Oh,
anyway, Heidi will join us very shortly. She's frozen. She's in and out. She's here now in Australia. Welcome on the show. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's my reception here or if it's Heidi's reception, but something is not really working well with the
I hear you
internet.
perfectly.
So, how is everyone doing? I hope so far so good. You've been having a fantastic 2022. I am, because I have to speak what I want to life. And so that's what I'm doing. ID, can you go out and back in? Oh, what a smile. Let me take a photo. Let me take a photo of you with that beautiful smile. Anyway, today we're just coming to update you about 2022, what we've got for you. It's only a quick conversation we're going to have, and to share a couple of resourceful information with you. So just relax. It's going to be a relaxed conversation today. There she is. Welcome back, Heidi.
Can you hear me now?
You need to see your smile. I took a snapshot of one beautiful smile that you gave before. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, Temi. Can you hear me now? Is all good now? Oh.
Look at that. I don't know if you brought Egypt reception back to Australia, because I think it's your reception from that.
Oh, really?
You reckon it's mine?
I don't know, but I can hear you perfectly.
That's good. That's good. Hey, look, welcome back. Everyone wants to hear you, so I hope they can hear you perfectly.
But
they want to hear you. How is your journey been?
For us, maybe get someone to chat for us.
If this doesn't work well, Heidi, if our system doesn't work well today, I might either try the phone or we go Facebook Live.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let me try my phone. Happy New Year. How are you, Oluwashino? Hope you're having a fantastic year there in Dubai.
My auntie is in Dubai.
Say again?
My auntie is in Dubai.
Yes.
Her daughter is getting married.
Wow. Well, he's in Dubai. Okay. Well, there you are. Send. You got a representative here. You can send to represent you there. I'm trying to do this on my phone and see if my phone is gonna be better. Is this clearer though?
I'm not sure,
You
Tammy,
can hear
because
me. I'm the one that can't hear you.
yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
So I'm trying to use the phone. So now I can hear you, but you just go off and on. Well, I've got this now. So if worse come to worse, we're gonna use this. All right, ID. We've got a couple of information we want to share with people today.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. I might use the phone. Is this better, Heidi?
Yep.
Ah. Okay, let's go then. So let me remove. Are you still there, Heidi, or I lost you again?
No, I'm still here. And I think your phone is going to be better. It's even a better picture. So you need to log out of the computer and just keep your phone.
So I have to. Oh, how do I get out of here?
No, I'm still here. And I think your phone is going to be better. It's even a better picture. So you need to log out of the computer and just keep your phone.
Okay. If I log out of there. Okay. Is this okay?
Yes? Can you hear me?
Yes. Good. Oh, let's do this.
Okay, so is there still a lag?
Who
Or is
says
it
phone
better?
cannot do something?
So tell
Yeah.
me, is there still a lag or can you still hear me okay?
No, this is perfect now. Perfect.
Okay, beautiful, lovely.
I can hear you okay now. No lag.
Awesome.
Good. Oh. So welcome back, Heidi. Firstly.
Thank you, darling.
How was your journey?
It was very challenging in so many different ways, and
All
it
right.
was
So please
yeah.
excuse me. You kept on saying it was challenging. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, it's just freezing for a little bit. The picture goes
I've got a
frozen.
question I was going to ask you because I remember when you said you took a taxi.
Yes.
Remember when you took a taxi?
Yes, when I took a taxi to buy some stuff. Yep.
Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Lovely. Remember when you said you took a taxi
Yeah.
and then you said that you didn't know how to enter a taxi or something? What was that about? It sounded as if the taxi driver didn't want to take you because you're a woman or because you're a foreigner or something, but you didn't say everything. What was
Yeah,
that?
so I didn't know how to stop a taxi, how to stop a taxi in the street. There is There's an art to it, you know. It's not like you just stand there and then you put your hand up like that. No, like, you know, you have to, there's a way to do it, you know, like, or else you look like you're scared. And then if you're scared, then you're vulnerable. And if you're vulnerable, then they take advantage of you. So, you know, there is an art to do things in Egypt, okay? Even to cross the road, there's no
What?
pedestrian crossing. Okay, so you're gonna have to master crossing the road, but you're gonna have to learn how to get the cars to stop for you.
I know
Now,
that one. I like that. Yes, that's what we do in Nigeria, right? So I know that for a fact. And the last time I was in India, I went to Hyderabad. I mean, we've been to India many times, but this Hyderabad was so notorious. The road was like 10 lanes and they weren't stopping for, and they were just speeding. And I was on the road, I'm not kidding, for about 30 minutes. I could not cross the road. And I know how to cross crazy road even in Nigeria. But this time I was so upset. I looked stupid. I don't know how to cross the road. So I went and met some people after like half an hour to help me to cross the road. So I understand that. But the taxi one, I was wondering how that looked.
yeah, so I didn't know how to stop a taxi, so I went to the porter's wife downstairs and I asked her if she can help me. So she stopped the taxi for me, and I learned how to do it. Like, you know, the way she does it, that she goes out and then she stands in the road like that, and then, you know, she puts her head up, and then
Ah,
she, you know, she signals to the taxi like, you know, stop here or something like that. Anyway, so there is a way to do it. So
wow.
I learned from her how to do it the first time. Second day, I thought, okay, well, I've got this. I've done it yesterday with her. I've learned how to do it. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I did, and the taxi stopped, and then we got into the taxi, and I asked the guy to take us somewhere. I said, "Can you please take us this place?" And the guy goes, "No, I
What?
don't want to go there now." And I said, "What?" I didn't know it was a thing.
Wow.
And then I said, what do you mean? He goes, "Get out." And I said, "What, get out?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm not going there now. It's too crowded now. I don't want to go there." And this is, to me, it was like the first time ever I get told that a taxi driver tells me, "I'm not driving you there because I don't want to go there. It's too crowded now."
That's very interesting because you didn't say you weren't able to pay. Even if it's going to cost extra money, I'll pay you. Just take me.
No, well, he said no. And I said, "Okay, well, what do I do now? How do I get there?" He goes, "Stop another taxi that will take you there. But before you get in, ask."
Wow.
Because we got in, the three of us, we went in the taxi, closed the door, and I told him we're going there. But he goes, "No, when you stop the taxi, tell them before you get
Ah,
in if it's okay with them to drive you there." Anyway, so after that, I didn't like what happened. And I called my friend and I said to her, "Look, this has happened. The taxi actually, you know, kicked us out of the car. I don't want this to happen. Is there any other way I could stop a taxi that will take me anywhere I want?" She goes, "Yes, there is an Uber app. There is another one called InDriver. And there's another one, like there is so many different apps that you can get someone to know exactly where they're taking you, and I
mhm.
know exactly how much to pay them."
Right.
And
So
so that,
basically, Uber.
yes, so even better, right? I am gonna pay them. I know exactly how much I'm paying, and they know exactly where they're taking me. So
Wow.
there's no you know, confusion, and there's no get out, or I'm not going to take you there or anything, none of that. So that was my first experience. But the rest of the holiday, like, well, I'm going to call it holiday, it wasn't really a holiday. The rest of the time I was there, the like for a month, I've never had any experiences, like bad experiences with any taxis
Oh,
again. It
good.
was just the first time.
Oh, that's very good to know.
Yeah.
That's very good to know because I thought maybe you were frustrated. You remember just before you went, we did a show to say, where is home? Is Egypt home? Do you want to run back to Australia? Do you want? But you felt it wasn't as bad anyway. It
Yeah.
wasn't as bad. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Everything was successful. For the benefit of people that might not know, Heidi went on impromptu journey to Egypt for a whole month
Yeah.
after 31 years or something of visiting, of staying in the place. Went back. So that was an amazing. Heidi, I just want to say, I always believe that you're a rocket pocket, whatever it's called, but you are actually a lioness. You are good. I
Oh,
admire your guts. You're crazy.
thank you.
And I like it like that. It's, you never stop to amaze me. And
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank
acknowledge you for that, because we want an intrepid woman like you. We want women that will stand for what they believe and they run with it, whatever it costs them. I know this wasn't easy for you, but you did it anyway. You know, and that's what I like about you. Some of us, we say, well, until my husband says, if my husband doesn't have the money and we don't live again, we all die. But,
you.
I love the way you're doing, and I hope that, whole lot of us are admiring you, and I believe people that are coming, and even your girls, they will learn to be able to stand on their feet and live a life worthy of emulation. And that's what you've done. Love you so much for that, baby.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Good job.
I miss
Just
you
want to
so much.
celebrate you.
Thank you. I was
No, it's
definitely
true.
missing you. I was so missing you when I was there, and I was growing. I was growing so much, Temi. It is so much. You know, I've learned to be humble so much in Egypt. Humble. I have learned that my plans are nothing. My plans are nothing compared to God.
Wow.
My plans, whatever I plan for myself, that's mediocre.
Yeah,
That's
true.
nothing. The Lord has bigger plans. The Lord has better plans. And I had no idea that I'm gonna be a testimony for that and see that,
Hallelujah. That's
in
good.
in Egypt, and how chaotic it was. It was a chaos. Egypt is like a jungle. It's a chaos. Everything is everywhere. You don't
Organized
know. You don't
chaos.
know what to do. You don't know where to look. You know, like crossing the road is a task. You have to think about it. You have to plan it. If I want to cross the road, I go on Fridays, because on Fridays apparently the prayer time, the roads aren't very crowded, so I can actually cross the road comfortably. So there's so many different things that I needed to plan while I was over there. And I was depending on my previous knowledge, which is nothing. And I was depending on people I knew to help me out, to do stuff, which is nothing, because God has better plans, and had, he basically said, forget what you know, let me show you what is the infinite possibilities in what you don't know.
And I always thought that was your belief, Heidi. So you have even more revelation this time.
So it's all layers, Temi. It's one layer after the other layer after the other layer, and all of that. It's like I was surprised how much I was bombarded with evidence that I know nothing.
Yeah. There's wisdom in that, and I love it so so much. I love that. I've always said I know nothing. I prefer to be a fool. Thank you so much. The less you know, the more peaceful you live, even the more happier you are, because you are
Yeah.
too inquisitive about what is not. Because like you said, the only person that holds tomorrow is the Lord. So whatever you think you know, it's all lies anyway. So why do you think you want to know tomorrow? You want to know this? Just know the little, like you said, layers upon layers. If God shows you a little bit today, enjoy that day today. Enjoy the privilege and the opportunity, because that's all you got now. So wherever you know, like the COVID now has taught us that we don't even know anything. That's what I like. All the scientists, you guys, scientists, you thought you know everything. Now it's making all your knowledge to foolishness. You know
Yes.
nothing. This is to show us, and that's my vision this year, is humility as well.
Yeah.
Humility. I've got a couple of things I'm going to share But Liz is under the weather today. She wanted to be here. She's under the weather. She'll be here next time. And we wish Liz, speedy recovery. She's been doing emceeing and she's been galvanizing everywhere. So God knows what happened to Liz.
It's
But
okay.
Heidi, one thing I was gonna say to you is, because you've only just came back, every family member is being hit with COVID
I
one way or the other.
know.
Now I'm believing that this COVID, it's not a joke. But thank God it's not killing. There's less hospitalization. I think as of today, there was 664 in Victoria on admission. But, again, we don't know if they have the underlying. But most of the people around me here, they all positive ID.
Wow.
Like every family member I speak with, one or two people in their family are positive. So they're home. But the bad thing about this COVID is that you have to be home now. And the contact person still has to be home as well. I've got something I was going to show you. I don't know
Yeah.
if I will be able to show it here, which is the new update. I sent it to you, Heidi. Yeah? I
No, I
sent you this
don't.
new update.
Oh no, I haven't received that. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. So they made it very easy now. If you see it, our prime minister gave a release 2 days ago, but this one is 2 days ago on the 6th. So it's there. If you're positive, you just have to take the rat test. I don't know, before you left, when we take the rat test, we have to do the PCR as well to confirm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but now you don't need to confirm. If the rat test is positive, there's possibility that you're positive. So you don't need to do the test, just stay home for 7 days. But on the 6th day, you check it again.
Okay.
So if you're positive, if you're positive already, on the 6th day, if your symptoms is going, then that's fine. Just wait till 7 days and you're out of it. Can you
Okay.
imagine? So
Yeah.
you just wait for 7 days and you're out of it. That's it. But when you go out, just make sure you still wear your mask and all that. But if you are a contact person, the contact person is the one. If you have symptoms, then do the rat test or any test whatsoever. If you're positive, you follow whatever the first protocol did. If you are negative, stay home to 7 days and you're out. The same thing. But the one that I had was, I'm a close contact with no symptoms. So mine is that protocol number 3. You understand?
Yeah.
So I took the rat test initially when I contact the person, and then it was negative. I have to stay home for 7 days. On the 6 days, on the 6th day, I do another rat test. If I'm negative, I stay one more day and I'm out. If I'm
Okay.
positive, then I start again to stay 7 days at home. So it's very easy now, Heidi.
Yeah.
I think it's very simple. I like this table.
It's a lot easier now and it's a lot simpler to follow.
Mhm. That's what I thought. And so I'm gonna go on a quick break, and I'm gonna tell us about the organization that we're connected with and what they're doing to help people in this situation.
Okay.
We'll be back. Welcome back on Hanging Out with Tammy. We've got Heidi back. Isn't that beautiful? And also, we're just showing a little table of the protocol to follow for COVID-19. Now, we empower community services that we're part of. This is supporting people that might be isolating at the moment. I'm currently isolating, and that's why I'm not at the studio, because I'm a close contact anyway. So if you're close contact, people like, I have people that they're only husband and wife and they've got nobody else with them. I rang somebody today and she said she was going to drink a cup of tea and she realized there's no milk.
Oh.
Somebody realized there's no dishwashing liquid and they can't go out, both of them, and they've got nobody around. So, but we're supporting. If you need anything, contact us. Empower Community Services is helping currently, but we're very limited in resources, but we can help you right now. Empower is also trying to source out for money to support. No money is coming yet, but Empower has got some resources that they will use. They're currently using. And Vera is actually out at Costco shopping spree. They are delivering at people's homes as well, as Funke is cooking for people. So if you're in that situation desperately, please let us know. We will support you and get something across. It's all good.
That's
So that's good.
Tammy. Amazing. Thank you for that.
Thank God. We thank God. Heidi, let us talk about New Year resolutions.
I don't like them.
Me too. Me too. But I'm actually trying to look back at some of the year resolutions that I've made, and they looking seemingly correct. 3 years ago, 2019, I got the vision that whatever I have in my house, I should go and bring them out. I should be more creative because I'm going to need them. And that I'm going to need people. There is a vision that I had that says, that it's not going to be rosy, but I should think about what I focus on. And that's when I gave that RAS, remember? Reticular activating system. So whatever I focus on, so whatever happened to me depends on how I interpret it. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. So that was that. Last year, if you remember, I was like, nothing really. For last year, I was a bit indifferent. I really didn't get anything. But this year, I got something and I was scared. I shouldn't be scared. I'm a woman of God. Devil creeping and say, you better don't say that out. That is a year of fruitfulness and it's a year of acceleration, But then I saw something, I don't know if I shared that with you, right? That it's a year of humility as well and gratitude. So I was trying to work that out. If I'm going to be accelerating, what's humility got to do with it? So I was sharing this with my husband and he's like, it's not all the vision that God gives you that comes to pass. All these things need prayers and supplication. So you still need prayer. Don't start jumping up and say fruitfulness. It's only when God sees it, God says it will come to pass, but you need to be putting it under the umbrella of God and let God keep wetting and pouring his rain upon it so it will come to pass. Humility is if you get too fruitful, so you are not proud. You need to return the gratitude back to the Lord that supplies. So it could be the air that you breathe. The fact that you're breathing, it's something. The fact that you're walking is something. I looked at myself and I want to start complaining, Heidi. This is the first time I put on weight. No, not that I put on that. I recognize that I am. Oh, you used what? What do you use? You are kind of like sumptuous and plumbers, wherever it is. First time.
Gracefully put some weight on.
They don't fit into their clothes. They don't fit into. I better gracefully lose them. First time I will wear something and it wouldn't fit. First time. And I was scared because I looked at a couple of my previous photos And I recognized I was so big in them. But at the time, I didn't know I was big. I was just, posting everywhere. But I realized, look back, I was big. But this time, Heidi, I recognized that I have had it for the first time. So
Yeah.
this is not funny. But in spite of that, I just have to do what I have to do and be grateful and be humble. That
Yeah.
okay, it's only weight. The way you put it on is the way you're gonna lose it. It's all good. So be grateful. So really my keyword this year is actually to be more grateful that we're on this earth, walking on this earth. We should be grateful in every situation. So that's so I want my year with my revelation. It's not
Yeah.
with what I wanted, it's what I see in my vision that I work with.
Mm.
So then I just pray through it and I don't get disappointed. It's been
Yeah.
faithful.
Like you said before, Tammy, every family has one or two members that are, COVID positive. And if you hadn't had COVID, be grateful,
See?
honestly. In Egypt, people had COVID 2 and 3 times. You know, my cousin in Egypt, she had it twice and she's double vaccinated.
I was
And
gonna ask the question, do people have it twice?
3 times. I know someone
Really?
who had it 3 times. Yes.
Wow. I've been
Yes.
very close, and God has saved me. There was a guy that was positive. I had him in my car. I took him to the chemist. I just thought this was, like 3 months ago or 4 months ago. And
Yeah.
then he says it was negative. He's done test, it was negative. And he says it's because it was run down because he was working too much. He was so exhausted that it looked really bad. He was too tired. So I thought, let
Yeah.
me take you to the chemist and buy you some multivitamins and all that. And I didn't wear any mask. He came back
Oh,
again. He said he was still sick. And I said, no, you need to see the doctor right now. We're not going to go and repeat the test. And
yeah.
guess what? He repeated the test. It was positive.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm still standing.
Yes. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you so fortunate? Hello? Hello, Tammy. And Tammy is frozen. Let's see if she's gonna come back. I think she left completely. Oh well, I get to
Well,
have you on my own.
all right. Oh well, Heidi, you need to tell us your own recipe. Give us your own New Year. Oh, thank you. Your expectation will not be disappointed. That's Liz. Oh, Liz is talking to us. That's my brother. Compliment of the season. Heidi,
Yes.
hope to see Lizzie and Pastor in the next program. Okay. Okay, they will come. Liz and the pastors. Okay. All right. Tell us your own New Year resolution.
Well, as I said before, I don't like New Year resolutions. I don't believe in them because, um, honestly, do they last? When you have, decided that you are going to do this and this and that, does this last? How long does it last for? Does it last till the end of January, or does it last till, February, or, something like that? But then it's all over. It doesn't last because I don't think that one day in the year is going to determine the trajectory of the whole year or the trajectory of the next few months. I believe life is just a moment by moment decision. And, moment by moment by moment is all I need to consider. And I am making my decisions on the basis that I'm aware, I'm conscious of my decisions every moment, and that's it. So I don't do New Year resolutions, and I don't do decisions about the year and things like that. It's not what I do. But what the only thing I do though is that I have a really good meditation done on the New Year's Day or the New Year's Eve day, one of those days. I do a meditation and God gives me a word that I need to embrace for the year. One word or two words or something. And last year it was surrender, and it was amazing because surrender was a new concept for me. And it was like, oh my goodness, I need to actually not control anything and just go with the flow. Well, this year's word for me is flow. So now you've practiced surrender. This year you will experience flow. And it has been flow, since all of December and the trip to Egypt, and
Amen.
coming
That's
back to
so
Australia.
good.
It has just been flow. And every time I came to, ask myself a question, how did this happen? How did I manage to do this? How did I get this done? And when I ask myself all these questions,
Wow.
there's no answer. I don't know the answer. When you ask me, how much have you got done? How much did you do when you went to Egypt? And I tell you the amount of things that I've done. And you go, how did you manage to do that, all of that in 1 month? I'm going to say, I'm not sure. It's just that everything flowed that way.
Man.
And
Yeah.
I didn't need to think about the structure and the benchmarks and chasing my goals like I always do. All I needed to do is to say, you know what, better, you handle the situation, let me ride along, and I get there.
Yay! I love it. That's deliverance. That's deliverance ID, because you want to control things, you want to make sure things work, you're very hardworking, you're very structured. And I believe it's as good as those things are. Sometimes if you are not careful, you become obsessive compulsive, you become anxious, you become all these things. So you still do what you do and just let it flow and let it flow. So I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah,
Fantastic.
thank you,
Well,
Jenny.
my
Thank
Bible
you.
passage for this year is from Deuteronomy 2:7. I don't know if I
Yeah.
read it to you. Yes, for the Lord your God has blessed you anyway in everything you have done, is in. He has watched your every step through these great wilderness. So through the wilderness in 2020, 2019, he has watched us. He kept his eyes upon us. And during this time, the Lord has been with us, and you have lacked nothing. We haven't lacked anything, Heidi. Shut down, close down, snap everything. God has been good. So thank God for that. I'm
Yes.
grateful for God for your revelation as well.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
Now, I want to share something with us. Talk about panic, anxiety, all these things about mental health,
Yes.
because most of us we've been taught to control. Tomorrow you get this, and then you get that, and you achieve this, and then everything, whatever. And so when this unprecedented situation happen, people are really, really, they're suffering. A lot of the suffering is emotional and mental and all that. So a friend of mine in the US is delivering a message, a talk on mental. I've got the flyer here.
Mm.
Coping with depression and anxiety in pandemic. Can you see?
Yes.
Oh, I need to remove this one from here. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Exactly. But the thing is, the time, our time is the only thing, you know, you can see it good. And the comment, let me remove that. If you don't see comment, so you can see. All right. So it's gonna be 2 p.m. in Dallas, and that will be our 7 a.m. ID, you wake up at 5, so you're already up at 7 a.m. The
Yes.
Zoom link is there, the meeting ID and the passcode. Anyone can join. All right. I've attended the meeting before. I've attended it delivered by Dr. Adesonoye, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic. So the more you hear, the better. Nobody knows it all, and so they're going to be sharing with us. If anyone can join on the 15th, and is 2 p.m. Dallas US time, and Dallas precisely, and 7 a.m. Melbourne Eastern time. So that's it for that. Heidi, we need to now talk about our program. We're going to take a break. We're still on a break. I'm in isolation. I'm not at the studio, and that's why I guess this internet is playing up on us. Enough of this obstruction. Enough. This one we can control. So we'll be out of isolation shortly, and ID will be on ground, and Liz will get ourselves together, and we're going to start our show. When are we starting for the year fully, hitting the ground running? Heidi, when do we start?
I guess we were talking about this today. We can start end of
voice
January or beginning of February.
When do we start the 2022 show? When does it start? Okay. Yeah, beginning of February. Good. Let's do that. We start February with the freshness of the show.
Yes.
But we tried, we make do with whatever we have, even though this internet has been playing up, but we try our best. So till then, Heidi, love to your girls.
Thank you, Tammy.
Love to your girls. It's good to have you all back.
Thank you so much.
And until then, keep safe. I now know that you're good. You keep safe. And like I said, we wish our Lizzie the very best of luck and quick recovery. But we thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. First week in February, we're back. We just thought we'd come to update you about what is happening in our lives. So until then, we see you. Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Good night.